guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth Kerubo. I want to talk about pregnancy brain, also known as baby brain mystery, among other names. So is it real? Yes, it's real. For me, the first time I experienced it was when I was carrying my firstborn. So I went to the lecture hall. That is 2017. I had a pouch my mom had bought for me, those pouches where you put your stationery inside. Had some cash inside and some stuff. So I went to the morning class, then I went back to my hostel room. Then I realized I don't have a pencil. I'm trying to look around, I'm not finding anything. Then I remembered I had a red pouch and it's not there. I went back to the lecture hall. I found there was another session going on, so I waited until that hour was over. So upon coming back, I found cleaning happening. After the cleaning, I tried to ask even the caretaker for that OML, the Olimoyoi lecture halls, for those who have been to KU. I didn't find it, and ever since I never set eyes on that pouch. It went like that. I felt so painful because it was a gift had been given by my mom. Currently, I knew even that I was pregnant when I experienced the pregnancy brain. That was in August. Actually, almost immediately I conceived. Then I went to church. I come from an SD background, so we're going for the camp. So I went there, I sat, I had carried my beautiful leather bag. This one, I've had this bag for long. So inside that bag, I had 500 shillings, some coins, was it my ID, a key, and a nail cutter in the pocket section. I went home. I didn't even remember that I had carried a bag. That was on Thursday. Friday I never went to church because on that day I'd woken up late, and besides the church ends usually early at 11 on Friday, so that there is a soko that is being conducted and then people go for preparation. So come Saturday, I'm looking for my bag to no avail. Can you imagine? Then going to church, I found it hanged. Now the most painful part was the 500 shilling note was gone, but the coin was there, the key was there, the nail cutter was there. Alhamdulillah, at least there was the key. I could access my whole house in Machakos. So it is real. So what is the cause of this phenomenon? So different researchers have come with different explanation to explain Momnesia, also known as baby brain syndrome, etc. One, it's due to excess hormones. So that means there's overstimulation of the hormone receptors to the extent they cannot relay the exact message. So that is one. Remember, this time there's an upsurge of hormones like progesterone and estrogen. So that is one. Number two, it is due to stress. Sometimes you're stressed up, so there's hormone cortisol causing a problem. So you tend to forget because literally your brain is tired. So in that case, you need rest. Sometimes it's due to sleep deprivation. If you don't sleep enough, or you have your pattern has been disrupted, you're also likely to get baby brain syndrome. Another thing, there's a theory that there is gray matter shrinkage. Some people think like your brain literally shrinks, but it's the green matter, which usually deals with the conscious matter. So you tend to forget some things, and it's so to ensure there is increased social cognition and improved bonding with your child, that is for maternal attachment. So it's a good thing. The body itself is trying hard to ensure you get to attach, so that you don't focus on things that don't matter. In any case, what matters at that time is what you're carrying, the fetus. So another thing, we have the hormonal tangle. I've already said that. There's also preoccupation about the baby. You're thinking, what will they wear? What is the gender? What will be the weight? Okay, some of these questions like the weight can be predicted on a scan. Questions like gender, you can use a scan if it's possible. There are questions like, what will they be feeding? How do they look like? Whose eyes will they be? No such questions. For example, you're going to the loo. I remember I was deficient of anemia, chronic anemia. So by then, you go to the washrooms and you're seeing red blood, or was it stool? But the urine had a red tinge. So I'll ask myself, could that be labor? Such questions. So you're literally preoccupied. So you tend to lose focus. Yeah, it's very normal. Another thing, you could be thinking about baby names, you know. But finally, you find that the name that will strike you at that part is what you will get to name. There's also oxygen supply being insufficient. Remember, you're sharing and you're pumping faster. Sometimes, especially in your third trimester, you'll tend to have even shortness of breath, because you need a lot of oxygen. Two hearts are pumping at the same time, and if you're in a congested room, the oxygen supply will be low and you'll tend to even forget. So the brain doesn't receive much energy, oxygen, to help run things like respiration, etc. So that becomes one of the reasons you're likely to experience momnesia. For how long does this phenomena occur? It can occur even 6 months or even past that. I remember at one point my aunt was telling me, right now if I go to an interview, I'm likely to fail. And I was like, why? She was like, I will forget even things. Sometimes you forget even your name. Ask me the many times, even after delivery of my firstborn, I forgot my M-Pesa pin. So I literally even sometimes had to block it so that I can ask for a PUK, and it was frustrating. Remember that time I was even underage, I was using mama's phone. It was very tough. Sometimes I've lost keys, I've misplaced even. Okay, sometimes even in right now I forget key in my house. Then I tend to look for it. Then I give up. I go. Then I come to find it when I don't need it. I've also lost my SIM card. Other things I've lost is money. Sometimes you send even money to the wrong number. I remember there was a time I went to Malindi to a shopkeeper. I was feeling hungry. I bought items. Then upon paying, I made an error. So that guy was harassing me, but luckily I ask for a refund and it was done, though you lose the transaction fee, but at least it's okay. Sometimes you look confused. Yeah. Another thing I remember, especially postpartum, I will forget food burning. Literally. I don't know. I put, maybe it's viazis. We started winning that baby early because I had to go back to school. So I could put viazi or even my own food. Then I come back, it's already burnt offering. It cannot be eaten. Or if you had sealed with a lid, they smoke everywhere. Oh my goodness, it was bad. It was terrible, and you feel bad because now you have extra things to do, scratch. The way I hate scratching so for years. Oh my goodness. So it is a problem. What do? Do exercises so that nitric acid, which is blood flow to the blood, as well as to release the brain derived neuron benefactors. So some of the exercises you can do, you can walk, run a bit, jog, dig the garden, do yoga. Something else I saw that is friendly is Zumba workouts. Yeah, so whatever you find to do, at least move your body. Number 2, food. Try to eat food that is rich in omega, like fish, to preserve the maternal neurons. Another thing, do brain friendly exercises such as puzzles, word game, to stimulate your brain. Another thing, have a support system. You're tired, get someone to help you, and be open to be helped. Yeah. Another thing, give yourself grace. It's okay to forget. Doesn't mean that you're awkward or upset. No, it's absolutely fine. So another thing, try to hydrate. Come up with lists. Sometimes you even forget about the list altogether, so you can have even a picture roll or to trigger your mind of what you're supposed to do. But then before then, if you don't have extreme, you can journal, then do lists, to-do list. For example, daily, you need to wash the blah blah blah, weekly nini. It used to help me even in terms of eating. I could set a timetable when I went back to school, and it helped me to catch up. What else? Sufficient sleep. Don't deprive yourself. Sleep. Just sleep. When you're tired, sleep. There's even that parent burnout. Just when the baby sleeps, also get to sleep. And even before delivery, try to have sufficient sleep. Yeah, don't overdo things. That's all I can say. Another thing about stress management, find ways of managing your stress. It could be channeling, finding therapy, doing things that you love, etc. Okay, to have moments where you have a memory lapse or confusion, but I wish you all the best. Also, don't forget to take drinks that can help stimulate your brain, like what do we call it? Rosemary tea, chamomile to help relax your brain, etc. Also, don't fluctuate your brain. Sometimes people go even for the FPMs and they end up even having a flare up of hormones. So try to control that. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Bye.